Welcome, everyone. This is docket 6475 WI 100. It's the investigation into the Village of Wheeler for its failure to submit a 2021 PSC annual report. This is Michael Newmark, the administrative law judge for the PSC. We have a village representative here, and we have commission staff in attendance. And we've made the connection available to the public as well. There are no members of the public in attendance. We are taking, what we're doing here today is creating the record in the case. That'll be the documents we receive and verify under oath, as well as any comments we get from the utility commission staff and members of the public. In addition to speaking here today, we're also accepting public comments up until Friday, and that'll be through the commission's website or by US mail. We have received no public comments so far, but we'll just continue to wait in case one does show up. And what we do with the record is we provide that to the commission, the three commissioners that run the agency, and they vote in open meeting on issues that are presented to it. So it'll be provided with the recording of the hearing. Looks like we have one exhibit to accept. And also a staff memo will be provided to it as well, just giving the options for the case. So at this point, we can take comments from the utility. We do have Robert, it's Hawkinson, sorry. Here. So what we do is, if you'd like to make a comment, I can swear you in and have you just tell us what your opinion on the case. So are you willing, prepared to do that?
Yes.
All right, great. So I'll ask you to raise your right hand. And do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, great. So just for the record, give us your name and go ahead with your comment.
All right, Robert Hawkinson, village president in Wheeler. All right, I'll give you the whole thing. I got elected in April, sworn in May to the board. In June, I moved up to president because our president moved out of the village. We terminated employment for gross misconduct of our village clerk for failure to do her job. Her son was the waterworks man in village. He refused to do the PSC report. As of now, we've finally got the affluent side of the business fixed and cleaned up. We are now working on the PSC report due to the chaos that we have in this office. Also, our Chris Goodell, the former village employee from the waterworks, all the records we had, the village had, he wiped off of the laptop computer. I took the computer into a computer repair facility. We had to get this laptop back by the police, Dunn County Sheriff's Department. It's the only way we could get it back. So we have no records at all for the PSC for the water for the last year.
Okay, thanks for letting us know about that. Anything else? Yeah, go ahead.
No, we're working on it. It's just a matter of it was such a mess in here. We still haven't found everything. Mm-hmm. And like I said, we have no water stuff right now at all. Other than what we started doing in July, we started making readings, this year's readings in July.
Okay. So the meter readings were the quarterly, you guys bill quarterly?
We have our water meter readings from the residents, but as far as what the pump was working, what the water was pumping, our pump was pumping, we don't have any of that.
Okay.
Whatever he had, he wiped off on that laptop.
Okay, I see. All right. So just curious, are you working with a consultant put together the documentation, or how are you working on the annual report at this point?
We're working with our auditors right now, Sarah, to get this turned in as soon as we can.
Okay, is that someone in-house, or is that someone from a?
No.
Which firm are you working?
It's from, just a minute, let me get the name.
Okay, yeah, please.
It's Clifton Allen Larson.
Okay, and it's person Sarah you mentioned working for them?
Yeah, Sarah is our auditor.
Okay. All right. So looks like you're we're trying to get to it. That's good. I'm glad we got that information from you. Any idea when we can expect to get the report?
As soon as we can. I know it's not what you want to hear, but we are working on it. If you had seen what this place looked like when we come in, you would understand what we're saying.
Okay. So, you have Amanda Slater on the line here. I'm just curious, Amanda, if you could comment, do you recognize that firm? Do you know it's someone that we've worked with, maybe they've used before?
Yeah, Clifton Allen Larson has prepared reports, PSC reports in the past for other utilities,
Okay.
and assisted with rate cases, so they should be familiar with the PSC report.
Okay, and someone you can contact that, do you recognize it? We can get a last name for that Sarah person. Maybe that would be helpful.
Yeah, I can try to contact.
It's Sarah Cobbs, K-O-B-S.
Okay, great. Okay, well, at least if we can try to confirm that and see where they're at, that would be useful. But yeah, at this point, I mean this is good information to have. The commission should be aware of the circumstances and the the current status of the work that's being done. So that's important. Now, I'm just curious, sir, when it comes to the documents that we provided the utility, there's 3 letters that came in that the commission sent to the utility. Were you guys able to receive any of those, or was there issues getting those letters? There were 3 that were sent to you starting.
When were they sent?
Yeah, there was one that's dated on May 3rd. One, it was June 3rd, and the last one was July 7th. So they just described that, there was a failure to report and what the consequences were going to be.
Let me look here, what stuff I've got. I know we don't have the first 2.
Okay.
That's a fact. On that July 7th, we may or may not have.
Okay. That one was sent certified mail. I'm not sure if we have a receipt.
We do have a receipt, and it was signed by Robert Hawkinson.
Okay. Okay. Well, it was a while ago, but yeah. Okay. At least we know that you got the letter at some point. But
All right, we got that.
okay. All right. So that looks like we have some background now, so that's important. I'm glad we were able to connect with you today. Anything else you want to add?
Oh, it's not like we did this on purpose, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I hear that. Okay. All right. Well, let's move on to commission staff. We need to verify the letters that were sent out. That's in been bundled up into a one exhibit document. So we'll turn over to Amanda Slater. And I'll swear you in. Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm? Tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
I do.
All right. And can you confirm that the annual report letter exhibit is complete and correct to the best of your knowledge?
Yes, it is.
All right. Did you have any comments?
Not at this time.
All right. Well, we have no members of the public in attendance, so no one to take comments from. I did want to remind everyone, we do have until Friday for public comments to come in. Okay, so we're not sure. I mean, the commission, we're not sure when the commission will issue an order in this case. In the meantime, if the annual report comes in, that'll certainly change the decision, the options that the commission has in terms of, you know, the actions it can order. So I'd encourage you to work on getting that report in as soon as possible. And I would expect that, Amanda, if you could follow up with the consultant with where they're at in the process, that would be useful for the commission to know as well.
I will do that.
All right, great. All right, if there's nothing else, we can end the hearing now. And so we're adjourned. Thanks very much and take care.